assignment number 40, and it's going to be on fractions, decimals, and percents. And now I'm going to go back actually to the notes since we can look at this. So it says, first of all, it says, in fact, let's go down to this one because this is what we started with. Write this decimal as a percent. It says write the decimal as a fraction, then write and solve a proportion. I didn't do that, but we'll do it in a second. But you should recognize that some of these you don't need to do that. So we'll do that in a second. So on this one, we're going to go ahead and name it as a fraction because you don't need to name it as a proportion each and every time. And I'll show you what that means in a second. So on this one, we said this is 23 over 100. Is that over a percent? Yes. And by the way, know your percents. If you got 50%, you would get half of 100. This is even less than 50%. So this is going to be 23%. Skip this one. Let's go to number 6. What would number 6 be?
79 over 100.
79 over 100. Is that enough to make a percent sign?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I have a case like that, I don't need to set all this up that they're telling you, but we will in just a moment. So it's 79, and we said that 100 scrambles to be 0, 0, the slash is the percent. So look at your number 7. On this one, it's 5 and 17 over 100. So is that a percent sign?
That's a percent sign, but that's not.
But the 5 is a whole number, so it doesn't matter. So it's 5 whole. Actually, on this one, you're just going to make it, yeah, it's part of a whole. So I'm just going to make it like that. Okay. But let me go back one step. Because what you're doing when I have it over 100, so listen carefully. When I have it over 100, what that really means is 23 divided by 100. And I'll just put this example right here. So if I have 23 over 100, that's like 23 divided by 100. And I have to put a decimal if we remember our decimals. And 100 doesn't go into 2. 100 doesn't go into 3. Does 100 go into this?
Yes, twice.
Oh, I'm actually putting it back in decimal form. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to make this into a percent. In fact, it's already a percent. 23%. But here's the easier way. If I want to make this a percent, okay, I'm actually going to take this. I'm sorry, I was thinking about taking a fraction and making a decimal, but I'm not ready for that yet. If I have this and I want to make it a percent, so watch carefully, I'm going to multiply it by the percent sign. Doesn't percent sign go to the right of a number? Okay, so I'm going to multiply it by a percent. But what is that percent sign? If I unscramble it, what number is it? It's 100. It's 23 times 100. Well, I'm going to do it the long way, but then I'm going to show you the shortcut way. So I'm going to go 23 times 100, because 0 times anything is 0. 0 times, don't be working on the paper anymore, because you're going to miss something that we're doing here. So on this one, it's going to be 23 times 100, and then 1 times 23 is 23. And then I've got to move over how many places? I'm going to move over twice. So this is my percent. My percent is 23. Once I put a decimal, I can drop those zeros. But that's going to get old really fast. What are you writing this down? Okay. All right. That's going to get old really fast. The most important thing is when I multiply by a percent, I'm going to be moving that decimal. Guess how many places? 2 places. I moved it. When I multiplied it here, it went over 2 places. So that's really all we have to do on the decimals. I'm going to take my 0.23 and I'm going to go over 1, 2. I've essentially multiplied it by 100 and I'm going to put my percent sign. That's the easiest way. If I multiply this by 100, how many, so I'm multiplying it by, go ahead and write this down. I'm multiplying it by a percent, but what's a percent? How many places over? 2. 2 zeros, 2 places over. Guess what this percent is going to be? 14.6%. They're not even showing you this way, and this is actually the easiest way for this. On this one, 3, I'm earning 3 times what I earned last year. And 3 times is going to be, you're going to see it's like 300. I'm going to multiply it by a percent because I want to put it in percent form. So that 100 moves the decimal over how many places? 2 places. So it's going to be 1, 2. Guess what I have to put right here? A 0. So this is 310%. I made 3.1 times what I made last year. I'm making 310% more. So for all of these, it's the easiest way rather than to put it over 1,000. So multiply it by a percent sign. So this is all the work you would have to show me. And that 100 makes this bigger and it moves the decimal how many places over?
2.
2. So 1, 2, what is my decimal going to be? Or my percent? 1.6%. And then we've already done this one. Okay, and so then you can see on this one, on the number 9, on the number 7, if I multiply it by that percent sign, it moves it over how many places? 2 places. So actually, this is wrong. I did this wrong. This should have been 517. Mala. Okay, muy mala. So it's going to be over 1, 2. It's 517%. I made 5.17 times more money. It's 517%. What about this one? What is this percent going to be?
2.
So times percent times 100, it moves it over 2 places. What is this one going to be?
1%.
Times the percent sign, it goes over 2 places. And you're right, you get to drop those zeros in front. And then now we have a little issue. Okay. Now we have a little issue. Is write as a percent. So the first thing I'm going to look at is, can I take this, because I can actually, on number 10, I'm going to show you the way that they actually do it is they go 1/20th, they go 1 divided by 20. But that actually puts it in a decimal form, so that doesn't go, and that goes 5 times. 5 times that is 100. So I get 0.05. But is that a percent?
No.
No, that's a decimal. So I still have to multiply it by a percent, which is going to end up being what? It's going to end up being 5%. However, again, I want to work less and be more accurate. So here's how I'm going to work less. If I can get this to be over 100, I don't have to divide. 20 times what is 100? Times 5 times 5. So this is 5 hundredths. So can I say 5%? Is that 5 over percent? Yeah, because I just need to unscramble it and make it look like a percent sign, my 100. Does that make sense? Okay. Then look at all these down here. Who knows which ones I can make into 100? What about 16? Oh, well, let's do this one first. What would I have to multiply that 5 by? By 20. By 20. By 20. So that's going to be 3 times 20 is 60 over 100. Do I have a percent yet? What is it? It's 60%. All right. Then you're right. This 16, what do I have to multiply it by? By 5. By 5. And so this is going to be 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 7 is 35. 50 and 35 is 85 over 100. So therefore, what is my percent?
85%.
I got 17 problems correct out of 20. My grade is going to be an 85%. Okay. And now we're coming to the ones that they say set up as a proportion. Okay. So that is this. So it's going to be my, If I don't know my percent, like normally, if I have this, that is equal to 5 over 100. Do you agree with that? Okay. But if I don't have my percent, okay, it's going to be P over 100 if I don't know my percent. So all you're going to do then is you're going to put P over 100. I'm looking for the percent right here. Okay. And then, so I don't know my percent, but then right next to it, then I'm going to set up a proportion. It's two ratios set equal to each other. This percent is going to equal this 3/7. And then all you do is cross multiply. And we'll do lots of these in just a little bit. So that's what they're doing here. They went 7 times P. I don't like 7x. 7 times P. And I would have started that first. 7 times P is equal to 3 times 100 is 300 divided by 7 divided by 7. And I'm not going to divide this out, but it does come to, if I divided that in, it would be 42 with 6 left over. Okay, so once you have this proportion and you've involved the percent, which I've involved that 100, my answer is automatically then percent. So that's what we've got to do on these others. So go down to the, otherwise I'd have to put it in decimal. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go to decimal and then go to percent. So here's what you're going to do on number 11. So it's 1 6, 1 6. Do I know the percent?
No.
No. So because I don't know, I'm going to put my fraction, and over here I'm going to put what percent is that out of 100. And the same thing on number 12. I'll just do 12 right here. So 12, we want to convert 1 over 16. So ratio and proportion is going to be big from this day on because we're going to use it a lot. I don't know the percent, so I'm going to put P over 100. Okay, so we're doing 11 and 12. So I'm going to cross multiply. 6 times P is 6P. 1 times 100 is 100. Then how do I get rid of the 6? Divide through by 6. Divide through by 6. And you guys, unfortunately, you have to know how to do this by hand. And so it's going to be 100 divided by 6. Normally, I would have done that to the side, but I don't have it in room. So it doesn't go to 1, so nothing should go over that 1. 6 goes into 10. How many times? 1. Multiply back. 1 times 6 is 6. Sister, subtract. I get 4. Brother, bring down. I get 40. And then you go back to daddy and divide. 6 goes into 40. How many times? 6.
36.
So then mommy multiplies. 6 times 6 is 36. And 4. And we're done. So you're going to bring that up to the top, your remainder. And if we could have, we would have continued dividing by the 6. So my answer is here. I just need to reduce it. This is my percent. That percent comes to 16 and what if I divide this by 2? 2 what? 2 over 3. So let's bring it over. So it is 16 and 2/3%. And go ahead and start working on this. Yes, ma'am. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
I'm doing good.
Would you possibly have time after the classes to do something here?
I have no time today. I've got a plumber coming.
These things need to be, your application is not complete.
Oh,
We went online and all we got is just a little bug.
oh.
So we need you to pull that up. We need some
For 3
reference.
years I haven't had this?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm just,
I've turned all of
Yeah.
that in.
this was,
It's on
she
the
has no
it's
paperwork
it's
of
on
it.
the online.
Right, when Ms. Harris went
Yeah.
online.
Uh-huh.
When you get, that's why I was asking if you had a
Oh,
chance.
you know what I'll do is I'll resubmit it. I'll pretend like I'm
Yes.
applying again, and it
Okay.
brings it all back up. I
Okay.
just need to sign it.
Okay. And then references
Okay, they're on
on
online.
that same thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then
Okay. Okay, again, go ahead and go 16p is equal to what on the other side?
100
Is equal to 100.
and then divide by 16.
Divide by 16, divide by 16. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. 16 doesn't go into 1. 16 doesn't go into 10. 16 goes into this. 15 goes into 100 5 times, and I'm going to guess, 6 times. And I'm going to guess it's the same thing.
This one's 80.
What do you...
If it's multiplied by 5.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, let me go ahead and finish. So the 6 times 6 is 36. That is 6. It's 96. So it does go in 6 times. 6 times 16 is 96. Sister, subtract. Get a 4, and you're done. Where do I put that 4?
On the top.
On the top as a remainder, and I'm dividing by 16. Is that divisible by 4 and 4?
Yes.
What's your final answer?
16 and 1/4.
16,
Yeah.
16 and 1/4. So
6 and 1/4.
6 and 1/4. Thank you. So it is 6 and 1/4%. Again, if you got one question right out of 16, that would have been your grade on a test. I want you to try to do the number 13 and 15. Yes, ma'am.
This is technology.
Okay.
The do's and don'ts of doing technology on the campus
Okay.
with the children, and the back page, and then print at the top, sign at the bottom.
Print. Okay. Okay. And today is 10-something, 10/7.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you can get those
Yeah.
2 things to us,
I'll try to do it like in between. I'll try to sign in.
awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
If I remember my password.
Okay. And then you'll be able to print those, send them to the printer. What
Oh,
what are you
okay.
gonna do?
Okay. I'll have to do it from home. I'll send you a PDF.
Okay. Can we
Because-
open it?
Yeah.
Send it to Miss Harris, not to me.
Okay.
It needs to go to Miss Harris.
Okay. By
Okay?
today. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Thank you.
All right. All right. So on number, did anybody get number 13?
Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right,
Guys, what's going on? So do I know the percent on number 13? Do I know the percent? No. So I'm going to, and it doesn't matter, by the way, where the P over 100 goes. I don't know the percent, so P over 100. And we're looking for the fraction 2/3. Then what do I have to do? Cross multiply. And that's going to be 200. And this time I'm going to do the division over here. So it does not go in. 3 goes into 20. 6 times 3 is 18. Sister, subtract. It's 2. Brother, bring down. Okay, Edward, I'm dividing right. 3 into that is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. And that's my remainder. Bring it to the top. And if you got 2/3 of your test right, you would have gotten a 66 2/3% grade. Oh well. Better study better. But that's it. So 66 2/3. Okay. All right. We're going to do a couple more of these. Some of these I don't know what we're going to do because this is too much. How did that teacher do all these? Anyway, so I'll leave this 1/9 for you to do. Leave your remainders in fraction form. We'll go ahead and do this one, the number 18. So 18 is 1/8,000. I don't know the percent. So if I don't know the percent, what am I going to put? P over 100. That's essentially P over the percent. And solving this will give us what that percent is. So I'm going to put 8000 times P is 1 times 100 is 100. What do I have to do? Divide by 8,000. Divide by 8,000. And this is not going to be an improper fraction. 8,000 does not go into 100. So I'm going to leave it just as a fraction. Can I reduce this? Can I cross off a 0? Because it's as if I'm dividing by 10. Can I cross off another 0? Okay. So this is good. This is actually my answer here. This is 1. I probably should put it as a decimal. Let me see what the book says. 1/80th percent. That is my fraction. Do I want to put it as a decimal? We can. Let me go back. So right now we've got the percent. The percent is equal to 1/80. So I've got the percent is equal to 1/80. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and divide that through to see what that looks like as a decimal. 1 divided by 80. I think this is going to keep on going. No. This is going to terminate. Does 80 go into 1?
No.
O for no. 80 doesn't go into 10. O for no. 80 does go into 100. How many times?
1.
1. I think this is going to be 165. 1, maybe 175. 1 times 80 is 80. Sister subtract. 20. Brother bring down. Who knows how many 80s go into 200? And watch carefully. Here's how I divide. I can't divide with 2 numbers. That's too hard for me. So I cover up 1 and I cover up the last one here. How many 8s go into 20?
2.
It's going to be 2. 2 times that is 160. Sister subtract. Put another what? 0. And I'm going to cover up 1. And I'm going to cover up 1. 8 goes into 40 how many times?
5.
5. It is going to be 5. 5 times that is 400. So I'm going to put the percent 2 different ways for that one. It is going to be 1/80th percent or 0.0125%. And we need to go a little faster. Okay, write as a fraction in the simplest form and as a decimal. The first ones with whole numbers should be easy. How shall I do this? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this as a fraction. What does this percent sign mean? What number is that? It's 100. So it's 50 over 100. And we'll do the decimal in a second. Is that reducible?
Yes.
So by 50 by 50. What's 50 divided by 50? 1 over what?
2.
1 over 2. And we'll do the decimal in just a second because it says fraction and decimal. What's that?
3.5.
No, it says just right now we're doing this because I'm going to show you a different way for the decimal. All right, on this one. This one is, what is this as a fraction? 72 over what? 72 over 100. And I know that for sure 2 goes into it. So 36 over 50. Does 2 go into that again? 2, and I think this is the last time you can reduce it. So that is going to be 18 over 25. What's the decimal? Okay, so see, you don't know. So, okay, it's easy on this one, but I'm going to show you in just a moment. That's why we're skipping it just for a second. On this one, what's a half as? Put the calculator away. Okay, all right, on this one, put this one as 62.5%. And then how can I make that as a fraction?
6.5.
6, it's not 625. Isn't it 62.5? So put it as 62.5 over 100. Now this one I should have done on the line paper, but I don't want a decimal. In fact, I am going to bring it over here. So this is number 22. I don't want it as a decimal. So I'm going to move this decimal 1 to the right. If I do that, I have to put a decimal on the bottom and move it over to the right. Who knows what I'm going to put right here? A 0. So now this is 625 over 1,000. And when you have something ending with 0, 0, 25, 75, or 50, think of money. So I'm going to think of money. I'm going to think of quarters. I'm going to think of this as $6.25. How many quarters are in $1? 4. How many then would be in $6?
20.
Dude, 24. 6 times 4 is 24, plus one more, 25. So this divided by 25 is actually 25. This one divided by 25, now I'm going to think of this as $10. Okay. In $1, there's 4 quarters. In $10, there's what? 40. 10 times 4 is 40. So that reduces to that so far. Is that still reducible? Guys, put it all away. All right, on this, you need to stay focused. Put the toys away. All right. On this, you're dividing by what? By 5. And so this comes down to what? 5 over what? 5 over 8. And that's it. That's a big one. So that's 5 over 8. Let's look at these. So 475, that's going to be money again. What do I start putting it over? 100. So I'm going to do right here. So this 23, I'll put it here. 475 over 100. And that one, I don't have the decimal. So now I can think of it as money right away. I'm going to think of it as $4.25. I'm dividing by a quarter. On the bottom, it's easy. How many quarters in a dollar? 4. Okay. How many quarters in $1? 4. What's 4 times 4? 16. And then I've got 3 more quarters here. So it's going to be, that can't be. Oh, no, that is correct. Okay. Because 475 is bigger than that. So this is 19 over 4, or how many times 19 divided by 4? Is that 4? It goes in 4 times? 4 times 4 is 16. What's left over? 3. So this comes down to, and again, when we do this, we're getting rid of the percent sign. It's right there. We don't put another percent sign. So this fraction is 4 3/4, and that's it. I'm going to have you do this one. Let's look at this 2/5. Let's see, do they have an example like that, 2/5? Okay. Well, if you have, if it says do this as a fraction in the simplest form, this is as if, just like we said before, it is 7 3/4 divided by that 100. Does that make sense? Okay. And so then you have to separate it like this as you're going to do a division with fractions. It's 7 3/4 divided by 100. So you need to do your check plus, which is 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 31 over 4. And this I need to put a 1 under it. And it's dizzy division. What do you do at dizzy division? You leave, and then you do a, you leave, change it to a multiplication, and then you flip. And that is how they got this, 31 over 4, 1 over 100. And so there was nothing that reduced, so they multiplied it all the way through and got this. Okay. Okay. And so we'll do the same thing on the number. I don't know how we're going to get to the other page. I don't think it's going to happen. Is we'll do the same thing on the number 26. On 26. And then I'm going to show you something that maybe you'll remember. I don't know. It's 2/5 divided by what number? What is that number? 100. Okay. But what I need to do is I need to go 2/5 divided by 100. What should I put under the 100? No, it's already a percent. I'm making it into a fraction over 1. Okay. And then what do I need to do? Leave, change, and flip. In fact, if you look, this 5 is going to go with that 100. It's going to be 2 over 500. Normally, if you see this, and you're real sharp, is you can just swing that 100 to the bottom. It's 2, isn't that what we're going to get, 2 over 500? So it's 2 over 500. That is our fraction. Okay. All right. Then you've got to put it into a decimal. Well, we're going to, before, if I had a 0.3 and I want to make that into percent, I could go times a percent. But now if I've already got the percent, I'm going to divide it, like this one here. I'll use this one. If I've got 20%, it's as if I'm dividing by 100. So watch carefully. I'm going to put a decimal here, and I want that to be a 1 on the bottom. How can I make that be a 1? Move that decimal how many places? What? 1, 2, backwards, 1, 2. So before, when I had a decimal and I want a percent, I multiply. If I have a percent, I'm going to divide it by that 100. So this ends up being 0.20. So this one, what is this one going to end up being? I'm going to divide it by 100. How many places over do I move it? I want it to be a 1. It's always going to be 2, because percent sign has the 2 zeros. 1, 2, 1, 2. What decimal is this? It is 0.5. So on this one, I'm going to drop this, drop and divide. How many decimal places over do I go? 1, 2. So this is going to be what? 0.72. On this one, I would get it to be the decimal form first, and I'm going to drop it and move it over how many places? How many? Twice, because I'm dividing it by 100. 1, 2. So it's going to be 0.625. This one, who knows what this decimal is going to be? Yeah, I'm actually dividing it by 100, which makes that decimal move over. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's 4.75. Okay. And this one, can I move the decimal twice here? No, because it's a fraction. So I have to get it into a decimal first. So on that 2/5, the 2/5, can I make this a 10? So I can make it a 10 by going times 2 times 2. So this is 4/10, which is that 0.4? So this 2/5 right now is 0.4%. So once I have it a decimal, now I want to drop that percent and move it how many places? 2, because you're always divided by 2 zeros. So it's be 1, 2. Who knows what it's going to be? Point what? 0.004. And I drop the percent because I just divided through by that percent sign, by 100. All right. I don't think I have time. Let me see what we're gonna do here. We have to do these, but I don't think I have time to explain it. All right, so let's go over to this page. Okay. Oh, this is going to be simple. Go over to 7-3. Write each decimal as a percent. So that's simple. Again, if I want a percent, I times it times a percent. How many places over does that move that decimal? 2. This time to the left or to the right?
The left.
Okay, you need to put on your thinker brain. When you're multiplying, is your number getting bigger or smaller? So would you move it to the left or to the right? To the right makes the number bigger. So this is going to be 1, 2. What percent is that? 600 and what? 680%. There's no decimal here. Where should I put a decimal? Behind the, like a period in a sentence. And then I want to multiply it by a percent. I'm essentially multiplying it by 100. How many places am I going to move that? Which direction? To the right or to the left? To the right makes it bigger. Who knows what my final percent's going to be? 900%. Okay, you got it? I mean, we'll just do a weird one. This one, I'm multiplying it by a percent sign. And show me that percent sign. Which, if it's 100, how many places am I going to move that decimal? 1, 2. My final answer is 3.76, and I don't need that last 0. Percent. These down here. Oh, these down here. All right, this is write each fraction. Write each as a percent. Write each fraction as a percent in decimal form. Okay. So, what do they want you to do? All right, you know what? I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to do all of them as P over 100. You're going to find that that's probably going to be the easiest way. So, even the first one. So 17. And you can use the same sheet of paper if you want to, if you didn't run out of room. So this is 7-3, wherever you start. 10 over 1. I need it as a percent. I don't have a percent. So I'm going to put percent over 100. This is bringing my percent sign in. And then what do you have to do? Cross multiply. 1 times P is P. And that's equal to what? 1,000. So that is my percent. So you just need to add your percent sign. So it's 1,000%. 7 over 2, number 18. I'm going to put my 7 over 2. And do I have a percent right now? No. So I'm going to put what? I'm going to bring in my P over 100. And then cross multiply. This time when I get my percent, they want you to leave the answer not as a fractional remainder, as a decimal remainder. So 2P is equal to 700. What do you have to do? Divide by 2. You cannot use calculators. So this one is going to be, I'll do it to the side, 700 divided by, is that 350 even?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, we should know what half of that is. It's 350. Okay, so it's 350%. Okay, so 350. Let's go ahead and percent sign, put that on it. I'm going to do this number 19, and we'll do one with a big number. So number 19 is 6 over 5. And we'll leave the least to greatest on the other one. We'll leave that for mañana. So the ones that you have to do is, first of all, on this 8-1, just 15 and 16. Okay. Then you're going to do the 24 and 25. We will do these least to greatest tomorrow. But let's go back to this one. So I'm back here to this one. And I need this as a percent. So what am I going to put over here? P over 100. Cross multiply. Oh, I have to look at those notes. I should look at those notes up there. And this is going to be 5p is equal to 600. What do I have to do? Oh, this is going to come out nice and pretty. And 600 divided by 5. 1, 5. I get 1, 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times that is 10. Goes 0. Who knows what is my answer 12? Noah. What is my answer? Who knows? This one. Why is it 120? It came out perfectly. Didn't it come out to be 12? I got 2 times 5 is 10. And I got a 0. Is my answer 12? Why not? Okay, Maria and Ava, why isn't my answer 12? Okay, we are going to have a dividing test for sure. Every time I bring down, I must divide again, and I have to have something over every digit. Either it didn't go in with a little x, or 5, does it go into 0? So what do I put for a no? A 0. It is 120%. I know, but I needed to know that these two girls knew it too.
I was looking at 18.
No, sorry. No excuse. All right. All right. So on this one, it is 120%. And again, this is like you got a bonus of 1 extra question out of 5. So you got 120. And then let's work with a big one, the number 27. 27 is 41 over 5,000. I want the percent. What should I put? P over 100. And so that is going to be 5,000. And they want it as a decimal, so we have to put it as a decimal. They're killing me. They're killing me. And how do I get rid of the 5,000? And please don't divide like that. Don't do. I'm going to have somebody that's going to go like this. It's going to drive me nuts. What should you do with this first? Yes, reduce it out. Reduce it out. And so as a percent right now, the fraction form is 41 over 50%, but they want it as a decimal. But actually on this one, it's not so bad. Because don't I know what this is? If I made it hundredths, I better just divide it. 41 divided by 50. Okay. I have to put a period like in the end of the sentence. It doesn't go in. It doesn't go in. I need to put at least a couple zeros. How many 50s into 410? Cover up 1. I'm covering up a 0 on the 410. How many 5s go into 41? 8. So it's going to be 8. 8 times 50 is 400. Subtract. Bring down. You must divide again. How many 50s in 100? 2. So that is going to be 0.82. So the decimal form is 0.82%. Yes. Okay. I don't know. It's on the back side. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to have, these are easy here. You just need to move the decimal over twice. Here's the big homework right here. And by the way, you can reduce this one right away. You could reduce this to 11 over 4. You're going to do these in here. So that's going to be some work. And, oh, this one's actually easy. Take a percent, make it as a decimal. What do we do when we're taking a percent and as a decimal? You just move it over how many places? You drop and go over 1, 2. That's simple. Can you do that? These are simple. And that's it. And you're going to stop there. We'll do anything else tomorrow.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Can we just knock out that like decimal test or whatever?
What?
Oh, knock out like that decimal test? Yeah.
Those are easy. You could do those right now. And we'll probably finish the test tomorrow, I think.
Those?